Welcome seekers, you have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel, and today I bring you another pick a card reading, and today we're going to try and answer the very complicated question, when will I meet my soulmate? Now I'm going to try and give you guys, as much detail as possible, and I'm going to give you a time frame at the very end of the reading. I'm going to give you guys a time frame of when you're going to meet your soulmate. And as I said, I'm going to give you as much information as I can about this future spouse, this soulmate of yours. Now, the process to this is very simple. In front of you, you have 4 groups. These groups are Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. Now, I want you to pick one of these 4 groups, whichever group calls out to you the most, whichever stone. I'm going to give you a moment so you can select your group. Once you've selected, please fast forward to that group. The timestamps it's going to be in the description for you guys. Okay, Group 1, your very first oracle card is the Garden and the Gate. That's a beautiful card. This is the card of abundant prosperity. It's a card of staying safe. Just shows this peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with just colorful flowers all around. And it's a symbol of wealth. It's also a symbol of personal pleasures that might be coming your way. So to answer the question, your soulmate, when are they coming? And what this tells me is that they're on their way. And not only are they on their way, but they're bringing an incredible amount of wealth. They're bringing an incredible amount of just richness. They're going to enrich your life, is what this card is saying. So this is a very inviting card in this reading. Let's go ahead and put it aside and put more cards around this one to see exactly what the time frames are. When is this person coming? Okay, group number 1. So let's go ahead and just introduce the cards here. So we have 4 tarot decks that we're using, as well as 1 oracle card. We have tarot deck 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the first question is just more information on who this person is. And, it lines up very well with the Garden and the Gate, this Prince of Cups here. This person is going to come to you filled with love. This is someone who loves very deeply, who falls in love very deeply. They're the kind of person that doesn't go around giving their love to anyone. They find someone and they love that person and they provide for that person. It's just that kind of very beautiful love, which goes hand in hand with the Garden and the Gate, because that kind of love is exactly what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. And that's what makes this person your soulmate. Because you're looking for that. You're also looking for someone that can build foundations, which is why you also have this 4 of Pentacles right underneath this Prince of Cups. So this is someone that is very well with their finances, someone who understands the power of money, someone who knows how to just make their money work for them. Perhaps this is someone who has labored in the private sector for some time. They understand how to just manage themselves, manage their finances, and now they can provide something more to you. So it's a very inviting, thing, very inviting reading here. Now, one thing that I'm noticing with this Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is that they've been very successful recently, and mainly it's been financially. Now, emotionally, they have been through some turmoil. They've maybe suffered a bit. They've been through some heartbreak. Maybe right now they just don't feel fulfilled at the moment. There's this emotional void that they're going through. And I think, partly it's because they don't have their soulmate, right? They're looking for their soulmate. They're yearning, they're calling out for their woman in the garden, right? This is you. This is representative of you. So they're calling out. They're looking. They're yearning. Just like you're here looking and yearning, they're calling out. And Emotionally, they're just right now not doing very well. Financially, they have a grip on that. This is a person that has just dedicated so much time and attention to securing their finances, to just being able to provide for themselves, for their families, for their family, and they've been very, very successful. Now, what I see with you, this right here, this third tarot deck is you, representative of you. What I see is someone who, you're going through a hard time, okay, but you're dealing with it like a champion. You're dealing with it like a king or a queen would deal with this pressure. You're doing a very good job. You're keeping it together. But I do see something here indicated by this Four of Cups. There's an incredible amount of boredom right now in your life. You are bored. It could be that you're in a relationship right now that just has you so bored. Just the things that you guys are talking about are just not really magical anymore. You need a little something else, something more stimulating. You're just not happy at the moment. You're extremely bored. And I do see, which is coincidence, it's funny enough that this Ace of Cups here is right next to the Four of Cups. So your soulmate is also extremely bored. They're just they're just going through kind of the same thing that you're going through, because there is something missing. There's a void, and that void at this time, under such just the world is going crazy right now. Let's be honest. Under this pressure that we're in, under this boredom, you two are kind of connecting with that boredom, and you're like, my God, I need my other half. I'm missing something. You are more than likely stuck in a relationship that's just boring. You're with a person that is extremely just not what you want right now. Perhaps they were at some point. Perhaps the topics that they chose to talk about were interesting, and they were fun for a while. But now it's just like, okay, I've already moved on. This is now boring. You haven't changed at all. This is concerning. So you're both in kind of that same state. I've also, with the Strength card, I see that you also are a builder of foundation. So you are like this other person. You're building your foundation. So maybe, you've done very well with your studies. Perhaps you're more of a scholarly type. Or perhaps you're also working in the private sector, and you're just, you're doing your hours, you're getting your pay, you're saving what you need to save, you're investing where you need to invest. So there is a lot of success I see from what you're doing now. So continue that path. Now, this is the interesting part. We're going to try with these last two cards to give you a time frame. Now, with the High Priestess and the Moon, immediately when I see those two numbers, I immediately think and I see 2 years. But not exactly 2 years, so not really 24 months, but more like 20 months. That's what I see. So just under 2 years is when you guys are going to be able to really come together and share and just alleviate this boredom. At this moment, all I really see here in your life and their life is just boredom. Like, you guys are just waiting to find each other. Now, I know that 2 years might not be what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for 2 months. Sometimes life takes certain turns, and there's certain things that need to come together in order to make it happen. It's not prudent to be hasty. It's not prudent to just want to manifest things that are not within your time. So if you're not in the right cycle, then it's important to be in the right cycle, so that when this person comes, you're able to receive them and there's no shadows lurking. It's just you and them, and you see each other clearer, because you've gone through that period of whatever it is that life has to throw your way, so that you can conquer, you can vanquish, and then you can come out on the other end successful. And that's going to teach you guys how to maybe cope with each other, how to deal with each other. I see that you are in a very boring relationship, so you definitely don't want to be in this situation that you're in now. And I see that it will go away. It will go away. This isn't going to last, especially when your soulmate comes into your life. Now, keep in mind, I make it seem like if this is kind of a romance where you guys are going to come and there's going to be this love and union, but it could be a friend, a best friend. Ideally, I see a lover here with the Prince of Cups, so that's why I kind of went that way, because I see this lover energy here, and I see that is what you're looking for, that with the garden and the gate. So that's why I kind of went that route. But really, what you guys are going to give each other within those 2 years when it comes is you're going to ease each other's boredom. You guys are extremely bored right now, extremely bored, and you need something new. You need something refreshing. You need new ideas. You need something wacky. You need something that no one's doing. You just need something new, and it will come. So be patient is the message here. Under 2 years, 20 months, mark it, 20 months, and you're going to find your soulmate is what I see here. So that is all I have for you guys. Please, guys, subscribe. I will be putting out more new content for you guys. Also, if you like this video, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. That helps a lot. Comment. I want to hear from you guys. The channel's small enough to where I can comment and I can write, I can read your comments and write back. So please do that. It's very encouraging to hear from everyone. It's just so much fun. And thank you. I do also my own private readings. The link to my website is down below in the description. So thank you, and bye-bye, guys. Okay, group number 2, welcome. Now, your very first card is Second Chakra Archangel Ariel. All right, this is a powerful card. Now, this card it came out reversed. So, what that means is that there is some kind of blockage. Because when this second chakra Archangel Ariel is released, they're this beacon of inspiration and fire and dynamism. But when it's reversed, there is a blockage in a very important area of your life, which is that kind of creative energy. There's a blockage there. Now, I get this feeling just looking at this card that the person, your soulmate, is going to help you unlock it. Now, I want to go ahead and put more cards around this one, and let's go ahead and get a clearer understanding of who your soulmate is, and also give you a good time frame of when you're going to meet them towards the end of the reading. Okay, group number 2. So the very first card that I'm noticing that calls my attention is this very first one, the Death card and Justice card, because it speaks about the person, who they are. They're people who are constantly changing. They don't stay still. They don't get stuck in an area. They're just constantly moving, coming up with new creative ways. They're shedding the old skin, and they're just so filled with this new energy. And they're also very fair people. I see this Justice card here. Very fair people. They're very just. It could also indicate that they're some way, somehow involved with maybe law enforcement, maybe in a position where they're asked to be a judge and to preside over something. And I do see that also here with this high priest. So this could very well be a person that's involved spiritually in some kind of just community of spiritual people that come to congregate. This is a leader. This is someone who essentially has the keys. They're very spiritually in tune. We have the high priestess, we have the high priest. This is very intense energy. So from what I'm seeing here is that this person is a master healer. They're people who are going to help you release this energy, this block that you have. And I get this feeling that, they're intertwined with you. This is your soulmate. So I get this feeling that you yourself are this healer, or at the very least you have this energy where you can heal someone else and give of yourself and be of good value to other people in that way, in that healing way. But there is a disbalance right here. This third group, we have 4 tarot decks here, by the way. Tarot deck 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 1 oracle card. This is tarot deck number 3, and the question here is, who are you? Who's the person watching this? And essentially, you are someone right now who just feels out of balance with life. So you have the Temperance reverse. You're out of balance with life. You're even getting some kind of destructive behavior where you're just ending projects or just stopping certain things that you should be doing. This is kind of a reckless energy that you are under, and it's all stemming from this frustration because of this blockage that you're having creatively, where you can't move forward, and you feel like you're never going to move forward. So this block that has you just feeling horrible, really. You are represented by this Princess of Wands. This is you right here. So this, and it is reversed. So you at this moment are burned out. You have no energy to move forward. So you've exhausted yourself. You've exhausted yourself creatively, mentally, emotionally. You're in that state. They are going to lift you up. Okay. They are going to lift you up. They're going to bring you out of this reality that you're in now. They're going to help you. They're going to remove that blockage. Now, here's a very curious thing. What I'm doing for this final two cards here is I'm gathering the numbers that come out, and I'm pretty much indicating when, month wise. And what I got from this right here, the Princess of Cups and the Queen of Cups, reversed both, is that that person is already there. So your soulmate is already present. They're essentially in your area. They're there. Now, the fact that the Queen of Cups is reversed and the Princess of Cups is reversed, I get the feeling that you're not seeing them, and it could very well be because you're blocked. So you're having some very difficult time seeing and understanding what's going on around you. Very important for you to draw advice from a young woman and an older woman. I see a young woman and an older woman. These two women have advice to give you, maybe even a little bit of guidance, but you have to come clean. You have to come and express everything. You have to pretty much let them know all of the shadows, what you're feeling, and you can't be afraid to do it. You can't be afraid to show and express and just unload all of that onto people. It's okay, you might feel like, oh my gosh, I've built this image and now all of a sudden it's going to come crumbling down like a house of cards. I can't be exposed in that fashion. Well, the cards are telling you to expose yourself in that fashion and to do it as soon as you can. Your soulmate is here. They're here, but you can't see them for some reason. So it's important for you to just seek out further help so that you can find your soulmate, and so that your soulmate can help you remove this block that you have going on with the sacred angel chakra. So it's important that you seek out these two women so that you can come all the way to the beginning and then find this person. Okay? So you have some homework. It's good news. They're here. You just don't know who they are, but they are around. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. You just need a little direction, and someone has some advice to give you with this Princess of Cups and this Queen of Cups. Very important. Do not forget that. And that is all I see here, Group 2. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. I will be putting out more new content for you guys very soon. Give me a like. That helps a lot. Thumbs up. And also, if you guys are interested in your own private readings, I do those. The link is down below in the description. And also, if you guys can write and comment down below, that would be great. I love reading the comments. The channel is small enough to where I can respond and read them all, so that's very, very important for me. So please do write. Thank you, and bye-bye. Okay, group number 3. Your very first card is Patience. All right, so Patience is your very first card, and the message of this card really is take a step back, assess where you are, look around, understand that you right now are in this blissful moment, and it's important for you to see that. It's important for you to surrender to this process and be patient. So that is the message of this card. Interesting. So let's go ahead and put more cards around this one and see if we can get a time frame of when you'll be meeting your soulmate, and an understanding of essentially how this patience ties in to your soulmate. Okay, so group number 3. The very first card that I'm noticing here, and let me introduce these cards here first. So we have one oracle card that we're using, group number 1, as far as the tarot deck number 1, tarot deck number 2, tarot deck number 3, and tarot deck number 4. So I'm using 4 tarot decks here. This first section, this first tarot deck, talks about the person, who they are, and from what I'm seeing here with the Fool and the Wheel, this is a person who is just always at peace. I get this feeling that they're a very happy person. There's new ideas, new challenges, new opportunities that are presenting themselves, uh, that are presenting themselves to this person. And from what I see here with the wheel, I see that they're going through this process of change. So they've had problems in the family, in their family life. So there's this Ten of Pentacles here, but it is reversed. So they're having some kind of trouble with their family. It does have to do with finances. They're working very hard. They're working very diligently to just get back to where they were financially. There is, of course, some feeling of regret, just feeling of even just not doing the right thing when they should have. So there's this feeling, but this person, they don't really linger on that feeling. They tend to move quickly from this. They're people that understand that there's a problem and needs to be fixed, and they need to move forward quickly and do it. So that's very, very, it's a very forward moving energy. And this third group here talks about you, who you are. And I have the Ace of Wands and I have the Moon. So what that means is that you are a person that's trying to find a path. You're trying to carve out a path in life, and you're taking this the path that this crawfish right here, this lobster, is taking, and it's scary. There's some wolves, so you've seen some scary stuff, but you are determined. You have this wand, this energy that won't stop you, which is essentially almost identical to the energy that your soulmate has. So you two are just in this synchronicity right now, and even though you're far away from each other, you guys are in sync. Now, let's talk about time frame because I know that that's what you want to hear. So the time frame when you're going to meet them are these two cards here, and they're also the advice card as well. So we have the Prince of Cups and we have the Six of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that you're going to meet this person in 6 months. 6 months. Now, the advice is for you to be available. I don't know exactly. I don't know if maybe you're thinking of seeing someone or seeing someone now. Maybe you're in a relationship that isn't serving you very well right now. I do see that there's been some darkness, or that you're currently in some kind of darkness seeking some light. So that might help you in what I'm trying to tell you, but it is important for you to be available. Let's just take a look at these two cards. These are your advice cards. So, what I see here is a union, right? You have one Prince of Cups holding his cup out, and then we have the Six of Wands energy, this successful person coming, and they're about to meet. So it's important for you to get out, when this whole craziness kind of blows over. Be more available, maybe just communicate more. The Prince of Cups is definitely someone who just emotionally understands that you need to express yourself, you need to share, you need to like more things, you need to just say yes to a few more activities, you need to get out of your comfort zone, maybe meet new people. I do see that you've seen enough darkness, you've seen enough pain, and you've seen enough shadows in people to know what's good, what's bad, what's beneficial for you, what's not. So I do see some intuitive nature in you. So I'm not in any kind of fear in telling you to go out and maybe speak to more people. I get the feeling that you're going to meet this person out and about. They might present themselves. They might add you on social media. So just remember that. Remember that the next 6 months are going to be critical. They are going to be very important for you. And that is what I see here, guys. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I will be putting out more new content for you guys very soon. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. That helps a lot. Also, comment, guys. I want to hear from you guys. Please leave a comment down below. And if you're interested in your own private reading, I do those. My website link is in the description. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, group number 4, welcome. And here the very first card is contract. Boy, oh boy. So it looks like Your soulmate is coming with a contract proposal. It looks like marriage. It looks like a future spouse is coming for you guys. So very interesting first card. Let's go ahead and put more cards around this one and try and get an understanding of what the time frame will be, who this person is as well. Okay, so group number 4, the first section. Now let me explain how how the setup is. So we have the first oracle card, the theme, contract. We already know that this person is coming to you with an offer of partnership, marriage. Then we have group number 1, group number 2, 3, 4. This is 4 tarot decks that I'm using here. Now the first group and the second pretty much are going to give us information on who this person is. And what I'm seeing is someone who has been through a lot of struggle, a lot of pain. This is a person that has seen a lot of things, and it's kind of shaped them. It's made them into someone who can see things clearly. They're people who understand that there is a process to life. They understand that in order for there to be good times, there has to be bad times. And they've worked through a lot of issues. And I see that mainly it's an issue of money. They've had this problem with money that they've had to work through. And from what I'm seeing here, they've gotten a handle on it. Or at the very least, they've acquired new skills, new knowledge, new understanding that's going to lead them to a more prosperous future. So this is someone who in many ways, they're trying to create a new reality for themselves and the people around them. But it's just right now, it's incomplete. And the reason why is incomplete is because they need their king or queen, right? They're looking for their king or queen. So this contract comes into play. This is at the center of these 4 cards. So the reason why they're unhappy is because they don't have someone that they can call their own. They don't have you. They don't have their soulmate. So there's a deep, deep void right now. And, they're feeling like something is going to happen. They're definitely feeling like something new is coming. They have this kind of thinking where I've suffered so much that my karma is perfect right now. Like, I'm gonna definitely see something at the end of this tunnel. There is going to be a rebirth. There is going to be some karmic justice. My soulmate is out there. My beautiful, wonderful, just heck of a person is out there for me. This is their mentality right now. And you, from what I'm seeing, you're represented by this group. You're represented by the King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So you are in a position right now where you feel like you have a handle on things. You feel like you know where you're going. You feel like everything around you is operating how it should. And you feel like you've maybe acquired enough skills at this point in your life where you can say, I have options. So, you're kind of looking around, and you've also put in an incredible amount of work. And that's evident by the King of Pentacles, but also by the Three of Wands. So that work, that effort that you've put out into the world, you're going to start seeing those benefits. I'm seeing that things are going to start coming to you much easier with this Three of Wands. So, these ships are coming. So they're coming filled with riches, are coming with what you need. So, you are going to start seeing many great things in your life, in your existence. Now, this is the final 2 cards. And these are the 2 most important ones, because these are the 2 that are going to reveal just when you'll meet this person. Now, what I am seeing here is that you will meet this person in 10 months. 10 months. 10. And what I am seeing is that you'll meet them at night. So if there's any other advice that I can give, maybe just a little something more, you'll see them at night. So it's important for you, if you're ever invited to a gathering, Maybe, with a group of friends, there's just going to be maybe some drinking involved, but they're people that people who you feel comfortable with, people who you can share anything to, and you'll know that they have your back, like your friends. If they invite someone, or if they invite you somewhere and they say, hey, we're just gonna hang out and talk, there might be some new people there, you make sure and go to that. Okay, you make sure and go to that. And you're gonna meet that person there. That's what I see. And one thing that you're going to really like about them is that they're going to seem a little more spiritual than the people around them. They're just going to seem like more in the flow of spirit, and you're going to be drawn by that. So you don't have to worry. This is something that you're going to see in them. It's very difficult to miss your soulmate. I mean, you're. It's almost like, as people, we come into this world, into this existence, with this extra sensory and this extra perception for your soulmate. And I feel that when you see them, you're going to see something in them that you haven't seen in anyone else. And you're going to feel just this pressure inside of you, and you're going to know, oh, wow, there's a connection here. So this is the person. And, so if you're invited to a gathering, like I said, social gathering, where there's going to be maybe some drinking, some laughter, people who you trust, people who you would confide in, tell them anything, go. They're going to be there. So that's the advice. Remember, 10 months, count it, 10 months from now. And so I'm glad I can help you guys. Glad I was able to do this reading for you guys. Please subscribe, everyone. I will be putting out more new content for you guys. And also, if you can give me a thumbs up, that helps. Comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. See if this reading resonated. If there's anything that you guys want to let me know. New readings or videos that you would like. Any ideas that you can present, that's helpful. And I do my own private readings, so if you guys are interested in that, the link is down below in the description. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day or night. Bye-bye.